Genesis 4 or Bere'shiyth 4, Cepher Reading. And Adam knew Chua, his woman, and she conceived and bore Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from Yahuwah. And she again bore his brother Havel, and Havel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto Yahuwah, and Havel he also brought of the firstlings of the flock and of the fat thereof. And Yahuwah had respect unto Havel and to his offering, but unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And Yahuwah said unto Cain, Why are you wroth, and why is your countenance fallen? If you do well, shall you not be accepted? And if you do not well, sin lies at the door, and unto you shall be his desire, and you shall rule over him. And Cain talked with Havel his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Havel his brother, and slew him. And Yahuwah said unto Cain, Where is Havel your brother? And he said, I know not. Am I to guard my brother? And he said, What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries unto me from the ground. And now are you cursed from the earth, which has opened her mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you till the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto you her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall you be in the earth. And Cain said unto Yahuwah, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, you have driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from your face shall I be hidden, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that finds me shall slay me. And Yahuwah said unto him, Therefore, whosoever slays Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And Yahuwah set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. And Cain went out from the presence of Yahuwah, and dwelt in the land of Nod, on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his woman, and she conceived and bore Chanach. And he built a city, and called the name of the city after the name of his son Chanach. And unto Chanach was born Lerad, and Lerad begot Mechuael, and Mechuael begot Methushael, and Methushael begot Lamech. And Lamech took unto him two women. The name of the one was Ada, and the name of the other Silla. And Ada bore Yavel. He was the father of such as dwell in tents, and of such as have cattle. And his brother's name was Yuval. He was the father of all such as handle the harp and flute. And Silla, she also bore Tubal, Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron, and the sister of Tubal, Cain, was Naamah. And Lamech said unto his woman, Ada and Silla, Hear my voice, ye women of Lamech, hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold. And Adam knew his woman again, and she bore him a son, and she called his name Sheth. For Elohim, said she, has appointed me another seed instead of Havel, whom Cain slew. And to Sheth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enosh. And began men to call upon the name of Yahuwah. Genesis 5 or Bere'shiyth 5. This is the Cepher of the generations of Adam. In the day that Elohim created man, in the likeness of Elohim made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. And Adam lived 130 years, and begot a son in his own likeness after his image, and called his name Sheth. And the days of Adam after he had begotten Sheth were 800 years, and he begat sons and daughters. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. And Sheth lived 105 years and begat Enosh. And Sheth lived after he begat Enosh 807 years, and he begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Sheth were 912 years, and he died. And Enosh lived 90 years and begat Canaan. And Enosh lived after he begat Canaan 815 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Enosh were 905 years, and he died. And Canaan lived 70 years and begat Mahalalel. And Canaan lived after he begat Mahalalel 840 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Canaan were 910 years, and he died. And Mahalalel lived 65 years, and begat Yared. And Mahalalel lived after he begat Yared 830 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he died. And Yared lived 162 years, and begat Shinnach. And Yared lived after he begat Shinnach 800 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Yared were 962 years, and he died. And Shinnach lived 65 years, and begat Methuselah. And Shinnach walked with Elohim after he begat Methuselah 300 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Shinnach were 365 years. And Shinnach walked with Elohim, and he was not, for Elohim took him. And Methuselah lived 187 years, and begat Lamech. And Methuselah lived after he begat Lamech 782 years, and he begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. And Lamech lived 182 years, and begat a son, and he called his name Noach, saying, The same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which Yahuwah has cursed. And Lamech lived after he begat Noach 595 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he died. And Noach was 500 years old, and Noach begat Shem, Cham, and Japheth. Genesis 6, or the Bere'shiyth 6. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of Elohim saw that the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them women of all which they chose. And Yahuwah said, My Ruach shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were Nephilim in the earth in those days, who also gathered afterward, when the sons of Elohim came into the daughters of men, and they bore children unto them. The same became warriors and tyrants, which were from everlasting, mortal men of the name. And Yahuwah saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that their imagination of the thoughts, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And Yahuwah repented that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And Yahuwah said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for I repent that I have made them. But Noach found grace in the eyes of Yahuwah. These are the generations of Noach. Noach was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noach walked with Elohim. And Noach begat 3 sons, Shem, Cham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before Elohim, and the earth was filled with violence. And Elohim looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And Elohim said unto Noach, The end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make you an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shall you make in the ark, and shall pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which you shall make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window shall you make to the ark, and in a cubit shall you finish it above, and the door of the ark shall you set in the side thereof, with lower, second, and third stories shall you make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. But with you will I establish my covenant, and you shall come into the ark, and you and your sons, and your woman, and your sons' woman with you. And of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shall you bring into the ark, to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female. Of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing after his kind, 2 of every sort shall come unto you, to keep them alive. And take unto you all food that is eaten, and you shall gather it to you, and it shall be for food for you and for them. Thus did Noah according to all that Elohim commanded him, so did he.